Yeah. Permission to speak. Yeah. Permission to speak. Yeah. Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Really. Yeah. Permission to speak. Permission to what? Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Permission to speak. Freely permission to speak. Permission to speak. Freely.
Freedom Speakers, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day you may be listening to this episode. I want to apologize to you for not being able to push out as much content as I know that I said that I would and I should, but I'm here to explain to you how busy I've been, okay? Just getting a lot of things managed and situated for my business, man. And for those that do not know, I am owner, operator, and chief executive officer of Therapeutic Relations Healthcare Services. You can go look at our website at www.therapeuticrhs.com. That's therapeuticrhs.com. So we recently had an audit this past September, year 2024, and we did not do really well. We didn't do really well at all. And I know, minus the fine print of everything, I know it falls on the leaders, operators, administrators, most definitely the owner, to allow things to get to the point where we're not sitting so well. We couldn't hunt fourth quarter like we would like to. And hunting is a phrase that I use of recruitment clients, staffs, try to beefing us up for the new year, help make those gains. But we weren't able to do it. We were sanctioned. And they stopped us from being able to recruit just due to us not having all of our policies and procedures updated to all of the new Ohio Revised Code. So, some technicalities on us, some documentation sheets that we did not have, the updated forms that asked more in-depth questions along with, certain valuable information. So most definitely an administrative error that we have, corrected, solved, and put plans of corrections in place. But just wanted to give y'all a little bit of, detail on that. On top of, we'll put a pin in that, but moving over to another industry that we are in is real estate. We purchased a 2-family home, 2024, closed on it in November. Over there doing some updates and mods and having the place for occupancy. And it's a 2-family. A family already lives upstairs, and we're occupying the one downstairs, just getting it all away, halved up to the, spec and our liking. That being said, been having to be an investor, put money into the property before we're really making money off of it. Making sure that we're handling things as adequate as we can as landlords now, looking to have this investment pay off as other ones have. So it's still a waiting game. You can make really good money with rentals and buying and up and coming areas or areas that are high rental areas. So I'm learning it. I've only been into that just a little bit over maybe 2 or 3 months at right now, being in it full time, so just venting with you, freedom speakers, just venting, wanting to give you my views and cues and things of what it is to be an entrepreneur for me. Not just an entrepreneur for people, but give you my story and my path of entrepreneurship and where I hope to take it, and just giving people that view of really what the day-to-day is on leveling yourself up, keeping yourself powering forward, all kind of motivational things I try to say to myself, putting those spells on me to keep moving. So freedom speakers, man, you can follow me on my social medias at permission_speak freely podcast on IG. And you can follow me on my Ben Boston page on IG. That's BNBOSSN on IG as well. You can follow me on Facebook at Kenwan Authentic Johnson. That's KEN, capital JUAN, Authentic Johnson. And you can follow me on TikTok at permission_speak freely. Freedom speakers, I used to give information out freely about business, just entrepreneurship, and even went to a few seminars myself to hear other people speak. And a lot of times, most people who do motivational speak, or, you get a little pep talk, things like that, I kind of find us all saying the same things to people who look at us and follow us and want to, be a part of what we're doing or learn from us. It kind of got overwhelming to me of how to try to explain to someone that views me or what I'm doing as successful or enticing, something that they would like to partake in, without giving them the full story of what you have to do and mentally be and capable, and making yourself attractive in different ways to be able to get those, step into those rooms, to get the yes, to get the connections that you need. So in the short, when people ask, man, how do you become successful? How do you do this? How do you do that? It's very difficult and generic to kind of just keep telling people, man, just work hard, stay disciplined, commitment. Like everyone sells that, everyone sells that. But what I look to do is give you the real rap raw of myself. Okay, the human being, the self-development of what it takes to not only put yourself in a position to obtain it, but put yourself in a position to maintain it. It seems like we all, to some level or some degree, can get things we want, but now we gotta have to explain to people when we drop the ball on them what really happened, and it happens to us all, man. I've seen great people be up today and then be down tomorrow. So I try to walk with grace, being graceful with a level of understanding, a level of being humble, if you will, even though I'm not a real big fan of it, but I understand like what it means, what the message is, So that being said, I walk amongst the people like Jesus did. I don't look to be above them, but they do look to marvel at me sometimes. And that is a unique thing to handle. Freedom speakers, I'm just venting to you about the man who seemed to be the man for many people. Okay. I sit at the pinnacle of the positions and the hats that I wear. Okay. I aim to be a great father. I sit at the top ranks there. To be a businessman, I sit in the top ranks there. An entrepreneur, sit in the top ranks there. As a husband, sit in the top ranks there. Like my mother telling I'm the number one son. So I just, in all of I'm a good cousin, all that good shit. But beyond that, heavy is the head that wears the crown, they say. Because if you're wearing a crown, it's heavy because them jewels are real. Chief Ali quotes. Fake jewels, you can wear them with no weight. Real jewels hold weight. Okay? But bringing it full circle, I just wanted to be able to update everyone on where my attention has been. And my apologies on not putting forth as much effort into my art for my listeners, the people who have come to me and almost bullied me of like, man, where the show at? Content is content, bro. Tell us what's going on with you. And I'm exercising myself to most definitely do that. So shout out to Nucci, Randy Campbell, childhood friend growing up, more of like a brother than anything. He hits up frequently and that tells me how, hey man, he appreciates the show, appreciates the content. So most definitely 100% shout out to you, Nucci, King Noodle McLovin, Randy Campbell, my brother. Shout out to the Campbell family, man. Much love and respect to you and yours. But man, I'm thankful to even be in this position to give information through the podcast. I'm thankful to be in a position to still be an entrepreneur that survived through COVID, and getting our things in line for us to be able to blossom and grow more than just Therapeutic and more than just our Ben Boston Business Academy, more than Lounge 87 is our nightclub division of things that we're looking to grow and do. And of course, you got Permission to Speak Freely podcast with me, your host, the highest, Chief Ali. So just wanted to make sure I'm tapping in with everybody and I'm putting something out for everybody, but I'm putting my passion and my twist on it too. Just keeping you updated, man. So if you go look at my social medias, most definitely my IG, I've been putting up a lot more reels and a lot more just content of the things that I'm doing on a day-to-day, where I'm eating at, what I'm reading, what I'm my workouts, just different things of that nature. So most definitely follow me on social media. Try to get me up to 2,500 followers, man. I don't got no followers for real on social media, and I'm a star in some circles. Okay, I'm more than followed. I'm worshipped in real life. So for some that don't know, okay, but want to show love and want to keep you updated on what's going on. I hope in 2025 that not hope. Let me change up my verbiage. In 2025, I look to obtain 3 more investment doors. That can be by way of 3 single family homes. That can be the way of 1 2-family, 1 single family. That could be a triplex, quadplex, just any of those things that can help our portfolio of growing our business, some residual income, being able to bring employment, offer jobs to other craftsmen and tradesmen and people with specialties and things of that nature. So just that's the way that I give back. Okay, as an entrepreneur, the way that I view me giving back is through the jobs that are created. So a Chief Ali quote real quick. If an entrepreneur is willing to take care of you, that means I don't have to. Signed, the government. So Mr. T in office officially now, so he in there. If you didn't realize last time when he was in office, 2017, 2018, how things became regulated and how things were set up, you're going to really get an awakening now. And if you didn't know what tax bracket you were in back then, they made you aware. And if you didn't get the memo back then, you most definitely gonna get the memo now. That being said, man, get your coins in order, get your dollars right, learn credit, man. Okay, I push this even to the team members within the business, our employees of all ranks. Hey, man, you can go get an instant raise without the job right now, man. If you just go into the bank and you qualify. Their job is to help you and assist you get some money. They don't want negative reports of, hey, man, I couldn't get nobody approved, but you got to come attractive to them, but that's a whole nother episode, a whole nother topic, a whole nother, I can ramble on about it, but just finance is a big thing, especially on managing it. You can give a fool. This is how people who hit the lottery and then they got to go work back a career job or something. Because they didn't manage the money, they weren't aware of for having financial literacy. They kind of, I don't know where the line came, and I blame hip hop because I'm a hip hop head. I know it's braggadocious and who's this and who's that, but I think hip hop made people feel like blowing money is cool, and when you really learn to have money, saving money is even cooler. Okay, it's even polar bear toenail cool. Shout out to Outkast for that. Cooler than the polar bear's toenails. It was big boy. But saving money is cooler. Being able to have some money to pull to be able to go do the things that you need to do is fine. That's even cooler. Not ruining relationships with people because you had to borrow a couple dollars and then, hey man, yeah, let me hit you back tax time, man. Let me claim money. Just, you know how we do. And when I say we, you know what I mean. I'm talking about black people. Okay, us as blacks. But that's another conversation for another day. That's just me poking fun at some things, a little satire. But that being said, freedom speakers, thank you all for just listening to me rant today, getting a couple things off my chest, letting you know what I'm into and what I'm doing, back into my chief operating mode, keeping the businesses afloat, making connections, tapping into the community a little bit more, want to heavily get involved in the school systems, talk to maybe some councilmen. I really want to get involved in Cleveland, Ohio 216. That's where I'm from. Grew up on East 55th and Dibble, moved to East 71st Street between Superior and St. Clair. Before then, as a youngin', grew up on East 88th and St. Clair, went to Charles H. Lake Elementary, went to Case Elementary School, went to Wilson Middle School, and all of those schools, I believe, are no longer in existence. Damn. And then East High School, went to East High School, which is no longer in existence. I be damn. It was just one of them hit the blunt moments. And I ain't even hit the blunt. But hey, I'm from Cleveland, 216, baby. It's your host, Chief Ali. Permission to Speak Freely podcast. Thank y'all for listening to me rant today. More info and content coming soon. Permission to speak freely.
Keep me from all evil. Lord, would you keep me as I travel down this road? Lord, keep me from all evil. Lord, keep me as I travel down this road.